Hi everyone. When we think of crime, we usually picture things like theft, assault, or gangs. But critical criminology teaches us something different. It shows that the biggest harm in the society are often not illegal at all, or they committed by the groups with so much power that nothing ever happens to them. This is the idea behind crimes of powerful harm caused by government, corporations, and large institutions. These harms affect millions of people, yet we rarely see them as crime. Today, I want to show you how these hidden harms work, why they are often invisible, and why they matter far more than we think. Crimes of powerful fall into three main types: corporate crimes, harm caused by companies, unsafe workplaces, pollutions, environmental damages, financial frauds. Secondly, state crime, harms caused by governments, human rights violations, abuse policing, harmful policies. Next, we'll see state corporate crimes, when governments and corporations work together in the ways that creates danger, exploitation, and environmental harm. Safety is often ignored until disaster happens. This is clear case of state corporate harm that harm people and ecosystems, yet no one went to prison. Next, just over a year later, 23 Chinese migrant workers died in Morecambe Bay, England. They drowned while harvesting shellfish at night in freezing waters under dangerous conditions. They were working for extremely low wages. The tide warnings were ignored. Safety rules wasn't enforced. The deaths were predictable and preventable. But again, the powerful actors involved, the corporations and the state, faced little consequences. Next, we will look at the harms against the transgender people in prison. In many prisons, transgender people face extremely high levels of violence, especially sexual assault. Even when law claims to protect them, the protection often fails in practice. This is another example of state harm. It's predictable, it's known, and it continues anyway. These examples show that harm doesn't have to be illegal to be deadly, and often the most serious harms happen inside the powerful institutions. So why don't we treat these harmful actions as crime? One big reason: politics. Many politicians like to appear tough on crime, but the crime they focus on is usually what poor people do, not what powerful institutions do. The media reinforces this. News outlets show violent street crimes constantly, even though corporate pollutions, unsafe workplaces, or policy failures harm far more people. Another reason is that criminal justice policy is often irrational. Decisions are shaped by fear, emotions, or political pressures, not by evidence. So governments target what is visible and easy to punish, while ignoring deeper cause of crime. Crime is not just a legal category, it's also a cultural story. Our society teaches us certain narratives. Poor people are dangerous. Corporations are responsible. Governments are trustworthy. These cultural stories shape what we fear, who we blame, and what we ignore. They make powerful harms invisible and make powerless people look like criminals. Culture, media, politics work together to hide the damage caused by the powerful. Critical criminology helps us to see crime in a new way. It encourages us to ask, what has the powerful to define crime means? Who benefits when certain harms are ignored? How ecosystems, political decisions, and corporate interests shape everyday life? What kinds of harms really affect our communities? When we look through this lens, crime becomes more than a breaking the law. It becomes about real harm, real suffering, real power. Crime isn't just illegal acts, it's broken system, communities, and broken lives. If we only focus on street crime, we miss the biggest threats to our safety. We miss the environmental harm caused by corporations. We miss the deaths caused by unsafe workplaces and poverty. We miss the violence happening inside prisons and institutions. Critical criminology shows us that harm is political, and so is the definition of crime. To create a truly safe society, we need to hold the powerful accountable, not just the powerless. Thanks everyone for watching.